What's going on, everybody? Glad y'all could join me in the ruins of the Eurasian Safari Park, where I'm pretty sure the Indominus is still rampaging about. Yeah, okay, that's happening. But yeah, we're not here to talk about the Indominus anymore. We're here to talk about the next hybrid on our list, Dinosaur Diaries, and that hybrid happens to be the only super hybrid in the game. Why do I call it a super hybrid? Because it's a hybrid of a hybrid. First coined in the Jurassic World mobile game. So, without further ado, let's talk about the creature of the future made from pieces of the past, baby. None other than the Indoraptor himself. Alright, Indoraptor. Going to eat a meal possibly killed by Indominus. And let's hope it hasn't run in with Indominus. And I'd just like to say this vivid pattern, even though all the colors do is change, the stripes is my favorite Indoraptor skin. It's just something about the purple racing stripe on it that makes it feel more, I guess, sciencey, scientific. More like a creature that was bred purely from science. And when you first make it, it has this creepy theme. Like the Indoraptor has the most creepiest video game theme of anything I've heard. But I digress. Let's get into this Dinosaur Diary, which will be more or less a recap of, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. So I apologize for anybody who still hasn't seen the film. So, spoiler alerts in advance. Uh-oh. I'm thinking Indominus is in here. Oh, we got a showdown, people. Oh yeah, we definitely got a showdown. But Indoraptor means indomitable thief. Code name stealth fighter, jet of dinosaurs, iRaptor. I'm not sure if that's his actual code name or that's something somebody came up with, but sure. Obviously, as you just saw it dining on the carcass, it's a carnivore. Indoraptor has a height of 10.17 feet, which is 3.1 meters. I'm sorry, I can't read, people. It has a length of 23.95 feet, which is 7.3 meters. It weighs 1.1 tons, which is about 2,200 pounds. It has a range of unknown because, it has a range of unknown because obviously it was bred in the Lockwood, it was created in the Lockwood Manor. Birth type egg. Even though we didn't see it born from an egg, you can assume that it was born from an egg because it's supposed to be a dinosaur, and that's how dinosaurs are bred. Movie appearances, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Notable game appearances are Jurassic World Alive, Jurassic World The Game, and Jurassic World Evolution. Oh, let me stop. This thing is no angel. It's a demon, and we all know it. Anyway, the Indoraptor was created in a hidden laboratory in the Lockwood Manor. It was another one of Dr. Henry Wu's creations, similar to the Indominus Rex. In the background over there doing this thing. It was a prototype as Wu was waiting to obtain Blue's blood to finalize the genome of the creature and breed a more streamlined version of it. It was created to be a weapon and was shown to attack on command through the use of visual and audio frequency, which would drive it into a frenzied state. Which led me to believe, well, I can't say let me to believe, but I agree when somebody said that the Indoraptor had to be part cat because remember in the film they used the red dot sight, which if you use something similar like the little red light from like a pen or something, you do that to a cat, you got the cat's attention, and the cat will try to attack the red dot. What did the Indoraptor try to do? Well, when you initiated the audio frequency, it tried to attack the red dot. So that might be explain why the Indoraptor for some reason walks on all fours, because the Indoraptor might be part cat or part bloodhound or something. Anyway, the Indoraptor bears a striking similar in appearance to Indominus Rex, but its body length is about half of that of its predecessor. It sports toe claws that are similar to those of a velociraptor, and its color is primarily black with a golden yellow streak running from the base of the neck to its tail, which bears strong resemblance to blue's metallic blue streak. Like the Indominus Rex, the Indoraptor possesses hands with 4 fingers and opposable thumbs with 3 main digits. And these traits come because, like I just previously stated, it is a hybrid of the Indominus Rex over there and a velociraptor, which automatically means it has T-Rex DNA in it, Majungasaurus DNA in it, double the amount of Velociraptor DNA, Dinosuchus DNA, because you can see his teeth still jut out just like Indominus. So technically that means Indoraptor is still a hybrid of all these other dinosaurs as well. Moving on, says that the shape of its head bears a resemblance to that of a Tyrannosaurus Rex, and it has a sprinkled red mark around the eye orbit. The skin around the Indoraptor's mouth is flaky and peeling away in some areas, possibly a result of genetic instabilities inherited from the source materials used to create it. Its mouth is also sickly looking, with ragged teeth, similar to those of the Indominus Rex. See, just stating basically what I am insinuating here, to at least what I believe might be the case with the Indoraptor. Oh, Velociraptors. Oh, we finna get a raptor showdown possibly. Yep, we finna get a raptor showdown. Yeah, enjoy everybody. The Indoraptor also exhibits night vision, allowing for it to perform well regardless of the time of day or lighting condition it's pushed into. Indoraptor has echolocation to track its prey in the dead of night. The individual seen in the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom was a male. Was I about to say Jurassic Wall? Yeah. Now, Indoraptor is confirmed to be the only dinosaur bred for the Jurassic franchise, or bred in the Jurassic franchise, to be male. Any other dinosaur that was male in the series switched genders, basically, after being born female. Looking at you, Buck T-Rex. Now, we're going to go over the events of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Once again, spoilers. Now, I apologize for anybody who still hasn't gotten a chance to see the film. During Maisie Lockwood's sneaking into the laboratory sublevel where Dr. Wu and Eli Mills were conversing over the Indoraptor's faults, Maisie hid in a darkened hallway that led to the Indoraptor's cage. Unknowingly getting too close with her back to the hybrid's enclosure, she did not see the Indoraptor reach out to try and grab her, only to be alerted when one of the claws brushed her ponytail, causing her to run away screaming, leading to her being caught and confined to her room by Eli Mills. Oh, those sounds are chilling, by the way. Like, the Indoraptor has that chuff that the Indominus Rex made in the first movie. You see, it just did it right there, that chuff. Man, I like that chuff more in the Indoraptor than Indominus. But you got to give props to where it really came from, so. Oh, get him, not blue. Oh, not blue, no. Oh, only if you were blue. Perhaps you could have won. Anyway, during the Lockwood Manor auction, The Indoraptor was introduced to a crowd of wealthy people who come from all over the world to buy dinosaurs who were evacuated from Isla Nublar. Unfortunately, the dinosaur isn't up for auction as is only in the prototype stage, but it doesn't stop the audience from bidding ridiculous amounts of money on the hybrid. Unfortunately, don't you mean fortunately? Fortunately, this thing wasn't up for auction. I mean, you had to be crazy to want to buy this thing. And fortunately, all those people were crazy. You see how I switched the used words around? Fortunately, it wasn't for sale. Unfortunately, these people were stupid. They must not have seen the last 4 movies. Gunnar Eversol begins to accept bids at the behest of Eli Mills with Russian mobster Anton Orlov. I'm sorry. My computer screen is kind of cracked, so that's why I'm losing track and like trying to, that's why I'm pausing and stuff while I'm reading, because it's kind of cracked and like, not to get off track, but the crack on the screen looks like a handprint, like a 6-digit handprint, like a flipper or something, like something with 6 hands pushed it over. I'm not trying to say that my house is haunted, but my house is haunted. Anyway, let's go over that again. Gunnar Eversol begins to accept bids at the behest of Eli Mills with Russian mobster Anton Orlov winning the bid. Owen Grady then shows up with a sticky Moloch, and together they cause havoc, with Owen and the Indoraptor sharing a close glance at one another. The place empties, leaving only Ken Wheatley with the Indoraptor. He attempts to sedate the dinosaur, shooting it twice with tranq darts, causing it to fall over, seemingly incapacitated. He then enters the cage with the plan of taking one of its teeth for his collection. The Indoraptor turns out to only be faking its sedation and remains motionless for a brief time. It then smirks just before it rises, literally disarms Ken, and begins to maul and kill him. Another funny thing about that, I was making a hyper facility park, which I have showcased earlier, and the Indoraptor there, it went to sleep. Now this was before I started recording the tour of the hyper facility. It went to sleep, and it did this thing where its tail raised up into the air and started wiggling. Now I think that was a glitch, because we just saw the Indoraptor go to sleep here and it didn't do it. But I just thought it was really odd that it did that, because in the movie, like I just read, it faked being sedated, and when Ken Wheatley was going to pull one of his teeth from his mouth, it waved its tail up in the air, like on some Looney Tunes type stuff. I just thought that'd be interesting to throw in. Okay. So the Indoraptor escapes from the cage and then uses its tail to break the elevator that Gunnar Eversol, along with 3 other members from the offering, were trying to escape in. The Indoraptor roars at Gunnar Eversol as it kills him, and the other members all scream. Moments later, it attacked and killed 2 of Eli Mills' guards. Owen Grady, Claire Deering, and Maisie Lockwood run into the Indoraptor while trying to cross the main floor of the Lockwood Manor. It chases after them and separates Maisie from Claire and Owen, injuring Claire in the process. The Indoraptor pursues Maisie as she runs towards her bedroom. It then climbs into her room through the window and is about to snatch her from the bed when Owen shows up, armed with a gun he'd taken from a dead mercenary. Owen fires 2 rounds at the dinosaur, but it doesn't do much, bar stunning it for a brief moment. As it approaches Owen, ready to attack, Blue arrives and begins to assault it, keeping it occupied while Owen and Maisie escape through the window. That was interesting how Indoraptor seemed to have taken extreme interest. Ooh, tornado. but it seemed to have taken extreme interest in Maisie. Did the Indoraptor know Maisie too was a clone? I wonder. Because if it did, that'd be pretty interesting, pretty neat. Because having double Velociraptor DNA, the Indoraptor had to be the most intelligent dinosaur to date. Oh, yep, tornado. Where's it at? There it is. Indoraptor getting the heck out of here. Like, see you suckers later. You like, screw you guys. I'm going home. Let's see if we can find him hiding in the trees somewhere. There you go. He's chasing the Velociraptor out. And there go the Indominus. These two must not have no interest in fighting each other. And that tornado is getting closer. Too bad it can't sweep them up, you know? Now that'll be an epic end to this video. Anyway. The Indoraptor pushes Blue out of the window, with the two being separated from their fight. And it corners Owen and Maisie on the roof. Claire arrives behind it and points a laser at Owen, prompting it to attack. In an attempt to get it to fall through the weakened glass, it moves and begins to pull. In an attempt to get it to fall through the weakened glass, it moves and begins to fall through the glass roof, but manages to save and haul itself back up. The Indoraptor then recovers and moves. Oh my god, these cracks. The Indoraptor then recovers and moves to lunge towards Owen when Blue arrives once more and resumes her attack, with both tumbling through the glass and both tumbling through the glass in a deadlock grapple. Once they land, the Indoraptor gets impaled by the brown horns of the fossil ceratopsin skull, a Gujaceratops skull that I believe was mentioned by somebody somewhere, and perished within seconds. Blue sprints away, triumphant, with the body of the hybrid being left behind on the ceratopsin. You know, if they didn't properly dispose of the hybrid, it can be remade. But that's just me. It isn't known what happened with the hybrid's body, but it was most likely disposed of alongside the technology to create more Indoraptors in the fallout of escape. But see, that's the thing, most likely. When has anybody in the Jurassic franchise made a good decision in regards to these dinosaurs and being capable of, you know, what's the word I want to use here? Not fucking up. I'm gonna just be blunt. Not fucking up. Yeah, I highly doubt that the Indoraptor was properly disposed of. I think. Damn, go. Oh my god. No, come on. Oh, do you have no honor? Do you have no mercy? No sympathy? Obviously not. There's a raptor pissed somewhere in this park, because he is loud right now. Anyway, let's move on to some games. Jurassic World Facts app. Indoraptor appears in the Jurassic World Facts app, which scans the toy when released in early March. It's stated that the Indoraptor uses echolocation more effectively than bats, as well as being able to move at high speeds in complete darkness. Once unlocked, it reveals that the Indoraptor is always hungry and hunting for prey, is aggressive towards any living being, has a relevantly high intelligence rate like the Indominus Rex, and weighs about 2,200 pounds, which is about the weight of a cow and a half. In Jurassic World Alive, Indoraptor is featured. It's a unique hybrid and a real good one. I know you've been watching Gaming Beaver's videos, or anybody else that's been showcased. The Indoraptor is a really good hybrid, possibly one of the best. In Jurassic World Again, Indoraptor appears as a super hybrid. And which is why I called it a super hybrid here, because that's what it is. It's the only super hybrid in Jurassic World 11. Evolution 11. Oh my god, I'm thinking Mortal Kombat. I'm sorry, everybody. Get back here, Indo. But yeah, they said it's always hungry. That explains why why it's continuously killing stuff and continuously eating. In the Jurassic World Evolution, Indoraptor appears as free Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom DLC for the game. Oh, we got some toy lines to discuss, people. So let's get into that. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. A toy of the Indoraptor will be released as part of the toy line for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. It is fully articulated, allowing its body to be flexibly posed in various ways. Cool. Oh, that looks really cool, actually, by the way. It has a Lego model of the Indoraptor, which will be released in the Lockwood Manor Lego set. Yeah, okay. And it has some behind the scenes, and as you guys know, I love behind the scenes because it gives you that just little bit more bit of information that you may or may not know. That is always appreciated with the dinosaurs design, inclusion, intended inclusion, or the otherwise influence with the Jurassic franchise. It says that the animatronic for the Indoraptor reveal skin peeling away and the sickly looking mouth. Colin Trevorrow hints that the Indoraptor may be mentally unstable or even sick throughout his appearance in the movie. The sounds of the Indoraptor were made from various vocalizations of animals and an intimate one. Not intimate, oh my god, and an inanimate one such as the Chihuahua, a dental drill, a lion, a pig, and a cougar. Will you do it? Will you do it? Oh no! Oh god. I'm glad that didn't happen to Blue in the movie. I'm really glad. I'd have been like sad. In concept art images of the Indoraptor, it shows him being tased inside his cage, revealing that the hybrid was originally supposed to be shown as an abused animal with several scars littering its body. The abuse was hinted at in the film as he is tased multiple times during the auction scene by the guards. In a deleted introduction of the Indoraptor, which was implied in the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom Jr. novelization, the dinosaur would have been shown to be playing with the skeletal remains, mainly the skull of a repair worker who it killed when it tricked him into coming inside his cage when it purposely broke the light bulb inside. However, this scene was scrapped for unknown reasons, right? Why would you scrap such an ingenious scene? That goes to shows what the Indoraptor was capable of. Just like how the Indominus Rex made it look like it escaped from its cage, the Indoraptor made it look like there was nothing in there, because it was hiding in the darkness. You get back here. We're talking about you, buddy. Come out. Come on. Come out. There you are. So I was about to start reading without you, boy. Originally, there were going to be two Indoraptors. Oh, I like this one. A white one and the one seen in the movie. However, the Indoraptor picture in the movie was going to fight and kill the white one, which is shown in the concept art of the creature. However, this scene and the white Indoraptor altogether was scrapped for unknown reasons. Probably for the same reason that the Indominus Rex, the two Indominus Rexes were, scrapped. But I think a white Indominus Rex would have been, Indoraptor would have been good. I think if there were two Indoraptors and it didn't kill the other Indoraptor, it would have been cool, because once again, we would have had like the whole, Jurassic Park Raptor pack, Well, not the Jurassic Park 1 Raptor pack, but what I'm trying to say is, remember the Raptor pack from Jurassic Park 1 and the terror they instilled with how cunning they were, how Michael Myers-esque or Jason-esque you can try to say they were. Not Hunyangosaurus, the Indoraptor. If you had the black Indoraptor and the white Indoraptor stalking around, well, to me, I've seen the concept for the white Indoraptor being as ghostly as it was. That would have been really terrifying. Don't get me wrong, the black Indoraptor was terrifying, is alright, but the white Indoraptor would have been ghostly. Like Simon Masrani said, it would have gave the parents nightmares. Because the way the Indoraptor was moving in the film was ghostly, like stealthy. But that's primarily, I think, another reason why it was scrapped. Since it was supposed to be stealthy, wouldn't it have made more reason if the Indoraptor had a darker skin tone to match his stealthiness? So I think that's why it was originally scrapped. That, and it wouldn't have made much sense to have two Indoraptors if the other one was just going to get killed off anyway. Dang, still that would have been cool if we could have had to. Anyway, it was later confirmed that the Indoraptor will be the last hybrid of the franchise, as Colin Trevorrow confirmed there will be no more hybrids in Jurassic World 3. Well, there will be no hybrids in Jurassic World 3. Colin Trevorrow confirmed that the DNA makeup of the Indoraptor does not include any human DNA. I wonder who thought it had human DNA in it. The Indoraptor is inspired by some of the most well-known monsters of the horror genre and share several similarities. It is created in a laboratory using parts of different entities like the Frankenstein monster. See? It runs on all fours and howls at the full moon like a werewolf. It prowls in the darkness and is killed via impalement like a vampire. Oh, you two gonna fight? No, you just snap at each other and go your separate ways. Great. Oh my God. This is the whole reason why I even had this whole park disaster set up. The Indoraptor was supposed to kill the Indominus, potentially being the false savior, and then go into the park and kill the rest of the guests that you hear screaming in the background. But no, the Indoraptor has his own agenda, as it did in the movie. If you're looking for Maisie, your kid is in another manner. It also says that the vampire Count Orlok from 1922's film Nosferatu is used as a reference for the teeth and the limbs of the Indoraptor, as well as the obsession with the girl all throughout the night. Oh wow! J.A. Bayona himself stated that the scene where the Indoraptor crawls down from the rooftop and into Mason's bedroom is a homage to John Badham's 1979 Dracula film that starred Frank Langella. Wow. And J.A. Bayona was the right person for this film, because he set the tone that, to me, made Fallen Kingdom match Lost World, because as the second movie, I'm losing my touch for the words here. As the second movie in the installment for both franchises, Park and World, they both had this very dark tone to them that the third movie could not match. So I'm not sure what Jurassic World 3 has in store for us. But if I was a betting man, and I'm not, but let's just pretend I am, while Jurassic World 3, I'm having hopes will be better than Jurassic Park 3 was in terms of the sequel, still will not match the tone that was set by Jurassic World and this Indoraptor. And that's all we have for today. I thank everybody for sticking with me in this Dinosaur Diaries entry for the marvelous and frightening Indoraptor, as it eyes that goat that is thinking is going to let get away, and it's just going to, kill off screen later. So I appreciate you guys. Tell me, what do you like most about the Indoraptor? And also don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe below. It's been a while since I had to say this, so I'm rusty. So yeah, next dinosaur I'm gonna work on the dinosaurs that I have to get in alphabetical order. So you're gonna be seeing Carcharodontosaurus most likely next, then Dreadnoughtus, and then from there Ankylodocus, and who else? You got Ankylodocus, Triceratops, Spinoraptor. Okay, yeah. So next up will be Carcharodontosaurus, Dreadnoughtus, and Ankylodocus, as I have to get them in there and then sort it in alphabetical order for the dinosaur entries. So peace out, everybody, and have a good Sunday morning.